Yeah, here we are. We're on our launch on day 13, and I want to encourage you to continue on with what we've done the last several days. You should have available to you the screen from the PowerPoint presentation I've used, and that you can review over that. I'll send it to you again by itself, that one page as a PDF, so that you can continue to look at and dialogue with the Lord about your spheres. These spheres are helpful because it will help you to understand how God wants you to see what He's connected you to, what He's prepared you for. And also it will help you see the spheres or arenas, the environments in which He's prepared you to release the glory of the good that He's put in those spheres, whether it's in people, whether it's in the creation, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's in terms of the environment, everything that God created, He wants to release that value. So I invite you to stay in that until this next Tuesday. Now, I want to also encourage you now. My segment today won't be very long, but I want to remind you and encourage you to participate in one of several ways in our gathering next Tuesday. This gathering next Tuesday on the 23rd of June is about the new moon. It's on the time of the new moon, and we'll be releasing the sound of the shofar, which is what the Lord said He wanted us as His people to do at the time of the new moon. At the same time, the Lord has connected us with a good friend of mine, and these last several days I've been talking at length with her. Amor Lusumbu is from a native of the Democratic Republic of Congo. She and her husband and her children currently live in Brussels, Belgium. But she has a very important testimony in her own personal life that was part of what God has used to prepare her for the sphere that God wants to unlock through her in the days ahead in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And it comes at a very important time. It's entering a whole new level now, and it comes at a very important time. And so our connection with her this Tuesday is very, very timely. And so this new moon for the month of Tammuz is a 3-month countdown to the Feast of Trumpets. Think of it this way. It's a 3-month, the final 3 months of a 9-month incubation of what God wants to birth. And Amor has so much to share in her testimony about this birthing process, but not just about birthing, but about the curse that stands over that part of what God created us to do in producing and reproducing. But and it's a key to fruitfulness and fullness and blessing. And yet there's a curse that's there, and God has given a way for that curse to be broken through and broken up. And I believe Amor is critical to that. But we're all at a time right now where, as we go into these 3 months, God wants to bring out things in us that up to this point, probably for all of us, these things, He's tried to bring them out before, or maybe it wasn't quite the right time, or we tried to bring them out prematurely, but now is the time that God's prepared for you and for me and for all of us to see these things come out in our life, in our spheres now. And we're going to see more about that. Our purpose for next Tuesday night is just simply to hear some things from Amor about what's going on. We'll connect them to all of us and what we're doing, but then we're going to blow the shofar over her and the particular assignment that God's giving her in the Democratic Republic of Congo. We're going to have several people joining us from the African continent. At this point, we have people from, I believe, 5 different continents that are going to participate. And I don't know how many people it will be. At this point, it's not all that many people. We still have plenty of spaces left. And if you plan to participate, please let me know. Now, I want to clarify something for you, because last week, Zebulon Apostolic Center in Hong Kong sent out about a meeting that we had originally scheduled for the evening of the same time, the 23rd, but through Zebulon Apostolic Center. And there was a place to sign up for that. That particular meeting, sponsored by Zebulon, is not going to take place. That was going to be a multilingual, multi-language gathering, and it required personnel and preparation that wasn't available at this time. And so the gathering that I'm talking about for Tuesday is a gathering that I'll sponsor through my own Zoom account. And so you should have, I sent you an invitation for that meeting. That's the one you'll have to use. If you have registered for a meeting and got a response to the registration, that meeting is not going to be taking place. That has been canceled. But on the 23rd of June, I'll be hosting through my own Zoom account this gathering that we're having. So again, you'll need to make note of that. The gathering will begin at, depending upon what time zone you're in. If you're in the Hong Kong, Kuala Lumpur region, it will be at 9 o'clock. So those of you who are in that part of Asia, you can determine where you are in relationship to Hong Kong time to figure out your time, but it will begin at 9 p.m. Hong Kong time. In Central Europe and right through the central part of Africa, the time will be 3 p.m. in the afternoon. That's 3 p.m. Time in Cape Town, in Harare, in Kinshasa, DRC, and in Belgium and in Holland. So that will be at 3 p.m. If you're in the United States or South America, as in Suriname, time will begin at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is, of course, the whole eastern portion of the United States. The time period will begin at 9 a.m. And in Central Standard Time, Texas time, the meeting will begin at 8 a.m. on Tuesday. It will go for 1 hour. So I wanted to make you aware of that. I wanted you to make sure you let me know. Just send me a WhatsApp message that says, yes, I will be participating in the meeting. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I encourage you at this time as well to have prepared just your own personal list of your spheres. And as we blow on Tuesday, we'll be blowing over you and your spheres. And this will be, again, a very significant moment, and one of those moments from which you'll be able to measure changes for the days ahead. So I bless you. I encourage you to continue to move forward with this, and I look forward to seeing you. Now, before that time, I'll still send you just a brief segment tomorrow, and on Sunday the 21st, and on Monday the 22nd, before our meeting on the 23rd. So I look forward to seeing you then, and I bless you today. Bye.